What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. I just took 2 weeks off from YouTube. I've been traveling through Asia for the past 5 months, so I had to see some family. I posted on my Facebook and Instagram a YouTube Q&A, right? Ask me anything travel related. So I picked out the top 20 questions and we're gonna get to it. But first, just look at this view, guys. You're in downtown Tampa. Right down that way is where the Bolts play. You have Tom Brady on Brady Nation down over there. So drop in the comments if you've ever been to Tampa, if you're a fan of Tampa, and if you're watching the Bolts game right now. Let's fix this camera. All right, let's get to the Q&A. So the first question was, do you ever plan to go back to the 9-to-5 life? You know, that's a tricky question because I did go to college. I have worked corporate experience, and traditionally you're supposed to go 9-to-5, right? But for me, I want to break that cycle. I don't plan on going back to 9-to-5. I actually plan on pursuing YouTube. And I was able to do that by, in my early 20s and 30s, saving money, investing in assets that could create cash flow. And that has allowed me to actually remove myself from the 9-to-5 and be able to travel and create content. So took a long time to do that. What is the weirdest food you've ever eaten? Let me think about that. So on my last trip to Peru, I actually had, what did I have? Guinea pig. Tastes like chicken. But on this trip, I think the weirdest food I had cow brain. That was pretty interesting. I've actually been kind of into eating organs lately. I'm not a vampire, I promise, but they're good for you. So I would say some cow brain I had. Favorite city so far you've been to? That's a good question. That's really hard. I really liked Dalat. You know what, I'll play you a quick video. It's tied between Dalat and Da Nang, and it's also Chiang Mai. Man, that's hard. What's my favorite place I've been to? Probably the place that got the most views on the YouTube, selfishly enough, because it was just so surreal. It's called the Golden Bridge, and you have these giant hands that are holding up this bridge, and actually I'll show you the video right here. Would you rather stay in hostels or hotels? Here's a tricky question. If you have friends and you're traveling with like your girlfriend, you're traveling with people you know, hotels are cool, but if you're traveling alone, no matter your age, I definitely recommend staying in a hostel. I was able to have breakfast every day with people from all different countries. I met friends from Germany, met friends from all the countries I was staying at, all over Europe. And actually my 2 close friends I ended up becoming good friends with were from the United States, Tampa, and then I met a guy from Romania who was really cool. So I would say it depends. I did like 60% hotels to get work done, and then about 40% hostels because it was cheap and you get to meet people and you get to party a bit, right? Favorite country you've been to so far? Kind of the same question as favorite city, right? But my favorite country ever was Vietnam. If you've been to Vietnam, drop it in the comments below. But Vietnam just has so many things. You can go riding your ATV on the dunes. You can see camels. You can go surfing. You can go scuba diving, snorkeling. You can ride a motorcycle through the mountains. I did something called the Ha Giang Loop. So I would say Vietnam's my favorite. And then I got what to do in Thailand. So there's a lot to do in Thailand. I'm gonna drop a video on what to do in Thailand exactly. And I'll also drop my playlist, the best of Thailand, right here. But my favorite thing to do in Thailand was hop on a motorcycle, get lost, try to find the coolest temple, eat some back alley pad thai, right? But I really loved Chiang Mai. Really cool elephant sanctuary. Doi Su Thep's up there. So Thailand video is coming soon, but love Thailand. What to do in Cambodia? But you got to go to the seventh wonder of the world, man. You got Angkor Wat, the most epic sunrise I've probably ever seen in all of Asia. So I would say Angkor Wat's great. And then Phnom Penh, you go see the killing fields. Gives you a little bit of history about Cambodia. What to do in Vietnam. The Ha Giang Loop by far was awesome. We got on a motorcycle. Me and like 5 or 6 friends I met from traveling, and we rode a motorcycle down northern Vietnam, all through the mountain ranges. Stayed at a bunch of really cool villages, ate some village food, hung out with the village people. I was the first white person with tattoos and a drone and a GoPro they've ever seen, so definitely a really cool experience. What to do in Singapore? I can name a lot of things to do in Singapore, but my top 2 favorite things is go to the MBS, the Maria Bay Sands. It's that really cool shipbuilding from Crazy Rich Asians. That was awesome. And then the food there is just incredible. So definitely enjoy the food. It's a very diverse country. Let's see what to do in Bali. So much to do in Bali. Bali is gigantic, right? So when I heard the word Bali, I thought everyone goes to Bali as this place, but you have so many spots in Bali. You have Ubud, you have Nusa Penida, you have all these really cool islands, Uluwatu. If I was going to Bali for 3 weeks or 2 weeks, I would definitely go to Uluwatu. Really good surf town, really great food. You can get $5 steak and eggs. Amazing, amazing food, great sunsets. And then you can actually take a ferry right towards the west, towards the west of Uluwatu and head to Nusa Penida, and you can get this epic photo here, the treehouse photo that you see all over Instagram, and super cool, used to be an Airbnb. Also get this T-Rex photo. How do you keep your phone charged? Well, funny you asked that. So the way I kept my phone charged is I brought one of these charger packs. This is actually solar powered. So whenever I was riding a motorcycle, which I rode every single day, I would put this in my backpack and it would actually charge my phone. And the great thing is, it is, let's see here, 30,000 mAh. It could charge my phone like 9 times. Also has like a flashlight on it, so that's how I charge my phone. Possible to travel with family, most definitely. I would say the only thing, let me get a drink real quick. It is hot. If you've ever been to Tampa, you know what I'm talking about. Possible to travel with a family. It's definitely possible, guys. The only hard part is I would maybe wait till they're over the age of 6 or 7, right? Because a little baby, you don't want to bring the baby up all these crazy mountains and stuff. I mean, a lot of these places you got to have a motorcycle. So definitely possible to travel with a family. I would say if you want to do these really cool experiences, wait till the kids are a little older. That way you can really take it in. And so they're able to stand up on a board and maybe ride a motorcycle. So the favorite place I visited, I mean, it's tied. I think I answered this question. It's tied between Vietnam and Indonesia and Thailand and Cambodia and Singapore. They're all so great. I can't answer my favorite place I visited. My least favorite, I would say my least favorite, unfortunately, was Cambodia. But it's also my most favorite because Angkor Wat's incredible. The only reason that Cambodia would be like stacked number 5 or 6 out of everywhere I went is because I didn't really like the food. I mean, after eating so much food in Thailand, I was just kind of sick of Asian food, to be honest, and I wanted some Western food. I couldn't really find a lot of Western food in Cambodia, so, and I got COVID in Cambodia. That was awesome. That's probably why. Most amazing experience or site you visited you'd recommend above all the others. This is hard, that's what she said, but it's tied between the Ha Giang Loop in Vietnam and the Nest in Nusa Penida. So the Ha Giang Loop, again, was just a 3 or 4 day motorcycle tour through the northern Vietnam mountaintops. And then the Nest were these underground statues that were laid by this artist. And it's a dive site, maybe a 15-foot free dive. So super, super cool. Seen the LADYBOYS. Yes, I saw Lots of ladyboys. The question was, see any ladyboys? Yes. And to be honest, in Asia, the transgender culture, I don't know if I can talk about this on YouTube, but the culture is so much different over there, guys. It is just more acceptable. The women that choose, or men that choose to do that lifestyle, I think it's a beautiful thing if you pursue what you love. And I met a lot of really amazing women that decided to make that transition. So you'd be very, very, I guess fooled is a lack of a better word. You couldn't tell they were transitioned, right? All right, we are back. We are back. See, we have another 7 questions-ish. How did you afford to travel? I saved my money. I invested my money. I made sacrifices for a few years. And when I worked corporate, I lived way below my means. So, you know, say you're making, you know, $10,000 a month. I would save more than half my income for a few years, and that adds up. Why did you go solo? So I chose to travel solo because I could choose to do whatever I wanted to do whenever I wanted to do it. When you travel with groups, you usually get tied into, or I guess manipulated into doing what other people want to do. So traveling solo allowed me to go where I wanted to go and not have any tie downs. So definitely recommend traveling solo. Did you really use only a backpack? So I used 2 backpacks. I used this Osprey backpack. It actually attaches on the back. And then I used a 55 liter backpack as well. So that was my backpack for all my electronics, my laptop, cell phones, and all that good stuff. And then my big backpack, my 55 liter, which you can bring on carry-on, by the way, that carried 4 or 5 packing cubes. And I'm gonna do a video of what I packed on those packing cubes. Would I do it again? And if I did, what would I do different? I would honestly not change a thing. I had the most incredible time traveling abroad. I think everybody should do it. If you have 4 weeks off a year, I definitely recommend traveling, whether it's abroad or in the US. Get out of your hometown and go take some risk and travel a bit. My biggest takeaway, we're all the same, guys. We are all the same, no matter what country you're in. The smile is the universal language of trust, and it's a good welcoming expression. Try the culture, try the food, meet the people, shop local, eat local, stay local. Learn a few languages or a few phrases in the language of the country you're in, and enjoy the experience. I would definitely recommend, if you can, buy a camera. Vlogging actually took away the emotion of me being lonely, because I was able to create content every single day, and you're getting more and more comfortable in front of the camera as time goes. I'm not trying to have this laptop overheat. And as you get more comfortable, you get a little better. People start engaging with your content a little more. It becomes a lot more fun. You know, my first video, I look back at it and I'm like, that was horrendous, but I was just learning. And when you start doing something for the first time, you're gonna have some growing pains. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed this view. And I'll be dropping a lot more content here soon, 2 to 3 videos per week. Until next time, live, laugh, travel. Peace.